Hey, how you doing, Daniel Ruiz Tyson, The Writer's Life? I have again committed to holding this phone with a grip that always encourages a tremor. I don't really know how I'm going to deal with this. I suppose I will have to get some accessory at some point. It is Wednesday morning, almost said Tuesday morning. Bank holiday always throws me, as I'm sure maybe it throws you. So just back from the Wednesday run in my odd socks. Made my exit again with the left running shoe, put it on in the communal hallway. Had rained overnight or early morning, and I was hoping for enough rain. I was hoping the grass would be wet enough for me to give the trainer a good clean, but it wasn't really. But maybe a week from now, I think I'll be able to leave that trainer unbagged again and put it on the mat in the antechamber. I've made a smooth communal hallway exit, heard some activity early on as I was ready to leave, so I just stayed in, waited a couple of minutes, then made my exit in my shorts. Got to the park. My area, the area which I run around, was fairly empty, which was good. The grass had been cut. I thought it might have been cut when I was walking through the park last night, and the other end of the park, I could see that the grass had been done, and maybe it made me a bit overconfident. I thought today's run would be easier. My lower back's been playing up. I think I was bored with the run very early on. I started running, I think, a bit too quickly. I don't pace myself well again because I'm not an experienced jogger stroke runner. And yeah, I think the cut grass probably encouraged the greater speed, and I don't think I'm going to improve stamina wise now for 2 or 3 weeks. I think I am pleased that my stamina is slowly building up to something good, well, something decent by my standards. I wish I could hasten it by going back to swimming, but the hygiene aspect of swimming, I think I'm not really up for that right now. I saw my doctor yesterday. No segue there. Saw my doctor yesterday. I was telling him how I have very little interaction with my own generation. I think he could sense that because we are of the same generation, and I think sometimes I do come across as very awkward with him. Well, I was telling him I'm trying to get my aunt to switch to him. My aunt, she's seen him once or twice, and I think she realizes that now at her advanced stage, she really should be seeing a younger doctor. He's, like all doctors here, he's got his strengths and weaknesses. It's like a tennis player. Some are good on grass courts, some are good on clay courts, some are masters of the hard courts. And this guy, I think anything above the waist, he's brilliant. Anything below the waist, he doesn't seem to like to have patients stripping off below the waist. So I think my aunt's problems have tended to be from the waist up, so she should be okay. So I'm hoping that she makes that switch pretty soon. Um, that's about it, really. Back to the park as I was doing my final laps. Actually, I just found out that a meeting had been cut again, cancelled again for a second time. I'm not sure what the protocol is. I need the meeting. It's been cancelled twice. It's been rescheduled for next Wednesday. I don't know at what point I meant to say enough is enough. I got up extra early today to prepare for that meeting to crowbar the run in. So on the one hand, relieved I don't have the meeting, but I'd already planned on going for this early morning run, so I just committed to it. And as I say, didn't really enjoy it. Running around the final lap, saw a couple of dogs, big dogs. The two owners seemed to be in control of their dogs, though, so I wasn't that nervous. The owners were talking, the dogs were playing with each other, and I don't know if they knew each other. It was a guy and a girl, and as I ran past them, I heard the guy saying, well, he was cursing. He said, "That stepped on my corn." And I thought, well, that's either a long established relationship and introducing that kind of visual into their relationship isn't a problem, or he's got absolutely no interest in her, or he's just too candid. She might be interested in him, but she now hears that he's got a corn on his foot, and that's just killed the possibility of anything happening. It's a strange one. I think with guys, you got your labourers who tend to have calloused hands, carpenters with calloused hands, splinters, so on and so forth. I, I don't think that a guy's hands should be too soft. I think whoever you're with wants to feel safe with you, and if you've got soft hands as a guy, um, I don't think that's a great feel. For anyone. I think when they're holding your hand, they want to feel a few calluses and hard skin. That may be the same thing. Um, but I think when you're talking about hard skin on the foot, corns, calluses, that's not great. Fine if you're in a long established relationship, you've moved on, you're kind of thinking about, okay, this is it, we've committed to being together. At some point, one of us is going to die first. Maybe in a couple of years' time, we can find someone else to help us see out our final years. Maybe go for someone a bit younger next time, can look after me as I decline physically. But yeah, this guy, I think he can't have been interested in the woman, not to talk about a corn. And so maybe I'm thinking they hadn't just met. Because that's a strange conversation to have as one of your first conversations with someone. You might be, not that I've ever been to a dinner party, you might be at a dinner party at some point, or the working class equivalent, and your friends say, how did you two guys meet? Oh, well, we were in this park with our dogs, we got chatting to each other. And he mentioned that someone had stepped on his corn, and we just got talking from that. And as we were talking, this middle-aged guy with a baseball cap turned back to front came running past us. He was wearing odd socks. He looked like he was struggling. Do you remember that guy? Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, yeah. You don't really want the corn to be your first conversation with a person that might be the partner that you choose to spend your life with. Please click the subscribe button to receive notifications of new videos. Please like and share if you've enjoyed this video. And I hope that you have a very good Wednesday. Chat to you later.